My question will be from Dr. Nadeem Saab. Sir, offshore has been now quite, you can say कि discussion इस पे बहुत हो चुकी है और इस पे आपसे मैं एक expert opinion लेना चाहता हूँ. The thing is that there are two school of thoughts. One school of thought is very optimistic. We have all seen the offshore data. We know there are huge structures down there. We know there are channel sands down there. We know there are amplitude anomalies down there, which gives a very good, you can say, indication that there is something down there. And the results of PARC can further enhance our confidence that yes, there can be something down there. But there's another school of thought which says that after so much wells, we haven't found anything substantial. But when we see the international offshore, we can see that compared to the international offshore, our offshore basin is largely underexplored. So what is your opinion about it, and how can we take guidance from you in convincing the investors that there is actually something down there? What can you say? What's your take on that, sir?
Okay, thank you so much. So whenever we look at a new exploration area, there are top-down indications like seeps or some well showing the gas shows and all that, and there's some bottom-up evaluations that we do. So lots of companies in the 60s and then 80s and later on, they drilled the wells. I'm not saying they did not do the bottom-up evaluation, but they went top-down to the biggest prospect or most good-looking area, and they drilled it. So BP in mid-2000s did regional work. I did initially in 2000 when I was at BP. Later on in Sunbury, there was a deeper study that was done. There was lots of data that was used, and based on that, we made a decision. Now, the Earth is not flat. Sometimes the flat Earth model and the analogies persuade people towards thinking big. So that is the cognitive bias. And there's also ambition bias. So these biases have to be managed, number one. Number two, with the bottom-up evaluation and in the bigger scheme of things, starting from the plate reconstruction, you go to the parts where the basins have the best conditions developed for the petroleum system. So the conjugate margin plays have been very popular in the late 90s, mid 90s, and later on in 2000s. We saw the Orange Basin, and then on the other side, south of Brazil, we saw new basins opening, and that was the conjugate margin play. They were reconstructing the plates. So if you do the same thing with Pakistan, you will see some small sags developing and some bigger basins developing in that bigger context. So my view is, so I've done a lot of work at PPL, so my colleague is sitting there, the work is there, and we have done here also at UEB. So my take is start from the part which is partly proven, where your proven play extends into. And it fits the bottom up, from the plates to the petroleum system to the play, and then go to the prospect. So optimistic, but cautiously optimistic. There are parts in the Indus offshore which have to be given a true shot from the angle of what I just described, from the plate reconstruction, then go to the petroleum system, and then see which plays extend from onshore onto the offshore, and start from there. So early this morning there was talk about one discovery. Allah mujhe ek de de. So that one can happen. We know that. But a lot of time that cognitive bias and that ambition bias takes us to a billion-barrel structure. Drill a big one, the good-looking one, the fancy one, and leave that small weak link apparently small one. But that small one, what it will do for you, it will establish the petroleum play. Yeah. Do that, and there is an area in Indus offshore.